Hello all, welcome to SENIS Efficycle 2020 Introduction to Project Plan. This is an informative video which will not only help in your Efficycle virtual event but also throughout your life, whether working in an organization or participating in any event. So let's start from what project planning basically is. On separating these two words, that is project and planning, what do you understand? What is a project? It is an activity on which a person or group of people work together, just like we are working together to manufacture an Efficycle. Now, what is a planning or a plan? What to do, when to do, how to do, why to do, and who will do. On combining these two words, we do understand that project plan is a planning of a person or a team of members working together and deciding what, when, how the task will be done and who will be looking after it in order to achieve this successful result. Now the question arises, why do we need a project plan? Actually, it's a timeline that tells how the project will progress. This timeline is quite useful for planning and scheduling projects. It helps project managers and project teams both to assess how long a project should take, determine the resources needed, understand the dependencies between tasks, and plan the order in which each task will be completed if the whole project is to be delivered on time. Now, coming to the benefits of project plan and working according to it, we have many advantages, so let's discuss it. The first point is know what's going on in your project. It tells you about the critical information such as members involved in each step, the order of task, duration, start to end dates, task dependencies, and progress made in them. Second point is improved communication and team cohesion. Communication is an integral part of a project. Project managers can get to know who is working on what and give inputs on certain tasks and pass relevant information to them. This helps him to communicate better with the team members and also improves their relationship as a team. The third point is avoid resource overload. Too many problems arise when resources are stretched over too many tasks and processes. The project plan allows you to use your resources effectively as you get to see a project's timeline where you can easily see how and where resources are being utilized. The fourth point is measure the progress of projects. Once you schedule your project in a project plan, you can check the progress of the projects. The feature to measure a project's progress enables you to make changes in your strategy if it is lagging behind its schedule. Coming to fifth point, see overlapping activities and task dependencies. At times, you cannot start a certain task unless another task which is dependent on the former is completed. Such task dependencies can make things difficult to be managed, especially in a case of complex project. The sixth point is experience more clarity. It's not a good feeling when you get stuck in a project and you don't know where things are going, although it's quite common to get stuck while working on a project. However, this plan lets you see things with a lot more clarity with just a click. As you can instantly see the progress of tasks, it helps you and others working on a project to develop a better understanding of how things are unfolding. The seventh point is practice better time management. It's easy to get carried away and work mindlessly on tasks, but when you have a unified view of all the overall progress, you can easily allocate time to each and every task and do what really needs to be done. Now the eighth point is work with remote team members and motivate them. Working with a remote team has its own challenges. When you manage a project with a remote team, you have way more difficulties coordinating and keeping everyone in a loop. Project plan is an effective solution which makes it easier for everyone to stay on the same page while working together. It is certainly one of the best ways to work with their team and keep them motivated. The last point is create a sense of accountability. Using these plans during whole of your project, it allows both project managers, the captain and the team to track team progress, highlighting big wins like a task completed on time and a milestone achieved ahead of the schedule, as well as major failures. This functionality of the project plan helps to create a sense of accountability in the workplace. Now let's talk about the format of the project plan. If you haven't gone through the project plan format yet, just go to our website fe.sanis.org. There under downloads you can find documentation packages and download them. Now as here you can see, we have different task activities column, days duration column, start date, end date, responsibilities, and the weeks and the number of weeks in which you have completed the task or you have achieved the milestone. Like for example, if I have done a task on designing, what are the sub activities that I have done under the designing part, like hand sketch preparation, CAD modeling, CAE analysis, etc. Coming to the next column, that is duration, it tells how much time it took or how much time it's gonna take, like 30 days. In the third column, you have to enter the date, starting date, and then the ending date. And in the column mentioned responsible or responsibility is you have to mention the person who is looking after the particular activity. If you see on the right top corner, you will be able to see the main task, subtask, milestone, milestone details. So after coming to the weeks column, what you have to do, you have to highlight it with the particular sign given on the right top corner. Like for the main task, it's the blue arrow at the both end. For the subtask, it's black arrow at the both end. For milestone, it's a triangle with yellow color. And for milestone details, you have to place a text box. Now the last part comes project plan evaluation. How we are going to evaluate the project plan. Here we have the four major parameters that are activity breakup, milestone sustainability, manpower planning, and sub activities. Each one of them is having 20 marks each and the grand total of 80 marks. So this is all about the project plan, its needs, what it is, its format, and how it's going to be evaluated. Thank you.